Hello, everyone. This is Independent Conservative. I'm Ryan Bolin. Thank you all for joining me for once again. So we go from the sublime to the ridiculous. And what I'm talking about is that an actor who is a biological male has transitioned to female, and he's seen in a video that he posted that went viral of basically coming against a airline employee for misgendering him, or rather using the wrong pronouns. We are in the upside down. We are in the upside down. This isn't the first time something crazy like this has happened, but we're going to get right into this article because this person that this transgender male or female, however way it's put, is actually an actor. Okay, on a Netflix series. But we're going to get right into this. Let's get right into this. Wow. But it states transgender actor Tommy Dorfman, who appeared in the Netflix series 13 Reasons Why, never heard of it, was seen accusing a Delta Airlines employee of using the wrong pronouns in a social media video that has gone viral. And mind you, before I go any further, I did listen to the video. It was about 30-something seconds. That young man was very professional, but he was like, "Yo, okay, if you want to take it there, we can go there. If you want to take it personal." But anyway, let's go on. It was pretty hilarious. Tommy Dorfman is a biological man who now identifies as a woman. The actor appeared to film himself at an airport terminal where he berated the gate attendant for misgendering him. And what about when a Delta employee misgenders you intentionally? Dorfman said to the attendant, adding, "You misgendered me again, multiple times, both of you." The actor appeared to be referring to a second individual off camera. The Delta employee responded, "It wasn't intentional, but if you want to take it personal." Dorfman then appeared to continue to accuse the off-camera person of misgendering him. I didn't hear, when I was watching the video, I couldn't hear the off-camera person saying anything that was misgendering this person. But anyway, "You're being condescending," the Delta employee interjected. "And if you want to continue, I have full authority to escort you out of the building right this moment if you want to play that game with me. Would you like to continue 3 days before Christmas? I really don't mind." Wow, very, very. Tommy Dorfman still identified as a man when he appeared in the Netflix teen drama series 13 Reasons Why, in which he played the character Ryan Shaver. These people are always in films or movies that seems to be directed towards either pre-adolescents or teenagers. Always seems to be that way, right? Anyway, the actor came out as a transgender woman in 2021, retaining his original first name. Dorfman sat down with fellow transgender actor Dylan Mulvaney during a podcast interview in October. You can listen to that nonsense on your own. That's the end of that article there. Yeah, I wanted to deal with this, how can I put it? Insanity? Okay. I wanted to deal with that because I think it's quite comical. Like I said, I listened to this video for 33 seconds. I'm pretty sure it was longer than that. Of this guy being upset with this, with this airline attendant, misgendering him, using the wrong pronouns. Look, at the end of the day, as a consenting adult, you can be whatever you want to be. I've said that quite a few times in past videos that where I've talked about this subject. You're a consenting adult. I think something's wrong with you psychologically, but you're a consenting adult. Okay? You can be whatever you want to be. But here's the deal. It's putting undue stress and pressure on sane people. Yes, I'm going to say it. It's putting undue stress and pressure on sane people who are at their jobs And now they have to remember to use the proper pronoun when referring to you. I'm going to use myself as an example. I got enough things that I got to deal with. I'm a responsible man, you know. I'm a working man. I'm a father. I'm a minister. I'm doing things that I got a lot of things that I have to remember, you know. It's putting undue stress and mental labor on me to sit up and try to remember to use the proper pronoun when referring to some person who thinks they are the opposite sex. It's ridiculous. And I think that some states and some cities literally penalize people for misusing or misgendering someone. This is the America we live in, y'all. This is the America we live in. And it's the wacky far left, wacky far left that's pushing this insanity. There is no way to justify this. And I'm not talking about the person who believes they're the opposite sex. Look, I'm not going to talk about that. You know, I think there's a mental problem, but I'm not going to get into the details of that. What I'm trying to look into is the fact that you're putting undue stress on regular-minded people. You're putting undue stress. The government and the politicians and the lawmakers who are penalizing people for misgendering someone is ridiculous. You're putting undue stress on regular people. You just like, man, oh man, you better not misgender this person. So now I got to sit up and work. Now what if I have I'm using myself as an example. What if I have a whole lot of things that I'm overwhelmed about? As a human being, we get overwhelmed. I got a whole lot of things that I'm overwhelmed about, that I'm dealing with. You know, I can't pay my rent. I mean, I'm struggling with my rent. I'm struggling with with situations on my job, this, that, and the other. All kinds of crazy stuff is going on, man. Well, let me omit the job situation now, because that's where it's going to happen, right? The misgendering. I'm having all kinds of financial issues at home, okay? Everything seems to be falling apart in my life. And I go to work. And say, let me just go to work. I go to work, and they done created some crazy policy that says that one of the coworkers decides to become someone of the opposite sex, and they want you to remember not to misgender them. And if you do, you get penalized for it. Now I got to sit up here and remember, okay, he's actually a biological male, but I got to remember to call him or her. So every time I see this biological male who still hasn't completely transitioned, he looks like Hulk Hogan with a female's freaking wig on, I got to remember, okay, I don't want to misgender this person, so don't misgender this person. Even though I'm having a problem time paying rent, even though the doctor diagnosed me with cancer, even though, you know what I'm saying, I suffer from depression, even though all these negative things that happen to me, I better remember not to misgender this freak that's coming in here. God forgive me. Okay, let me take that back for somebody to get triggered. Okay, so I apologize for calling the person freak, but this mentally ill person, okay, who thinks he's a female, I got to remember to use the right pronouns, as if I don't have enough problems. And what is my point? My point is simple. It's stupid to add extra problems on sane people who already have problems dealing with the radical regime that we're living in already. Going back to the previous video I did on John Tess and his miraculous healing, and him attributing his miraculous healing on prayer and reading the Bible, that's what keeps me sane. That's what keeps me not wanting to throttle somebody, is that. Like, man, come on, man. To each his own. I don't care. But when you try to impose that on me and try to penalize me, then that's where I have a problem. It's like, why are you penalizing me? You're the one with the problem. Or you're the one with the dystoria, I don't know what to call it. You're the one with the imbalance of brain chemicals. Why you tripping on me? What that suggests to me is that these people that feel upset that someone is misgendering them are miserable because of the chemical imbalance in their brain, if that's what it is. Okay? They're feeling miserable, and they want everyone else to feel miserable. So what do? They take it out on so this guy takes it out on this airline attendant for misgendering him. I like that airline attendant's attitude. He was like, you want to take it personal, we can take it, and I can escort you out of here. I don't know how that ended, but I hope it ended in the favor of the airline attendant and not in favor of this weirdo who's supposed to be an actor. Okay? I mean, come on, man. It's God help me not to call these people names. I be trying. Lord knows. I know they need God in their life too. I know. Please forgive me for being so harsh. But I don't know what else to say, you know. I have not come to that point yet, you know. At my job, I haven't actually come to that. They haven't actually, where I'm cited at Tower City downtown, they haven't actually, my particular security firm hasn't actually pushed that type of policy. But I'm going to assume it is there. Okay. We did have some transgender males there. In fact, we deal with transgender males all the time at our job that are not, they don't actually, well, where I work at, they're not actually employees, but we deal with them. And these group of transgenders, no offense to, but these group of transgenders are some of the worst troublemakers there in the mall. And it's sad because we can't hardly say anything to them before they're getting upset, thinking we're attacking them because they're transgender. No, if the mall closes at 7 o'clock and you inside the mall running around causing problems, you ain't supposed to be in there. So the security have the right to ask you to leave, like like security ask everyone to leave. The mall closes at 7, you messing around, playing around in there, and we're not supposed to say anything, and if we do, we're accused of attacking you. We're transphobic. Man, get out of here. You see how retarded that is? But that's what we deal with at Tower City. And I've had people that have actually been transgender that have actually been employees. They ended up quitting after a while, but it was actually an employee of the company. I personally had no problem running with the person. I always spoke when I saw them. I always spoke. I mean, but next thing you know, I mean, several weeks later that they decided to leave. Look, I don't know what the deal was, but it was what it was. You can't not hire the person because they're transgender. You can't do that. That would be wrong. And I disagree with that. Unless it's the church, that's different. Because that's private. That's the church is not a part of the government. You know, it's not a part of public, you know. It's different. But when it's a public domain like this, and you are a job and you hire and you refuse to hire that person, and you're in a place of employment, you refuse to hire that person because of that, then I don't think that's good, because I don't think that's right. I think that is wrong, because even though they may be mentally ill, they're still human beings that need to eat, they need to pay bills, they need to take care of themselves. To not give them a job because they're this way is not right. You know, they still need to be able to do the things that basic human beings need to be able to do. But aside from all of that, at the end of this video on this, they're putting undue, and when I say they, I'm talking about the government, local, state, federal, is putting undue stress on regular people to remember to not misgender these people. And then penalizing for it. We are in the upside down. We are in the upside down. It is, man. We're in the upside down. I find it interesting that this actor here, who transitioned to a woman, is in a, like I said earlier, is in a Netflix movie or series, if you will, aimed at teenagers. When are we going to get to the point where we start aiming movies at pre-adolescents and teenagers that have some moral sense, you know, instead of pushing this deviancy on people? But I know that's all on purpose. It's not a mistake. But there's another time for another video. I've already talked about that in the past. We ain't going to get to it. Get it here. That's already clear. I made myself clear on that. There is an agenda. But anyway, yeah, this is crazy and insane. But rah to this brother who was like, man, look, you want to take it personal? We can take it personal. Hey, I can escort you out of here. I have the authority to do that. 3 days before Christmas, I can escort you out of here. I'm wondering if you're going to say Merry Christmas, my friend, Merry Christmas, okay? Because I'm going to have a Merry Christmas. And basically what he's saying in some of the video of this, what this airline attendant was saying was, you're not going to mess up my Christmas. You're not going to mess up my Christmas because you're accusing me of misgendering you. You're not going to mess up my Christmas. You ain't going to do it, bro. Sister, whatever you want to call it, you're not going to do it. You're not going to mess up my Christmas. And that's how it ought to be. Don't mess up my Christmas because you have I don't know what chemical reactions your body is feeling, making you feel that way, but you getting an attitude with me because I misgendered you? Is it the end of the world? Are you going to die? Are you going to get a stroke? Are you going to get cancer? Are you going to get a headache because I misgendered you? Go on about your life. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. You're a consenting adult. But don't get no attitude because I misgendered you. Who are the favorite people in this country? It certainly isn't regular people. But that's what I had to say about it. What do you guys think? Leave your comments in the comment section below. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. God bless you all. See you again.